Hi massage friends, it's Teresa Macy and I am coming to you today from Conscious Conditioning in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. This nice intimate studio is the host location for the Yin Myofascial Immersion program, the continuing education program, beginning on March 28th for massage therapists. The class will have a number of different types of experiential learning projects. So today I wanted to share one of them with you, and that is learning the spiral line, feeling the spiral line in your body, and being able to open it up in the self-care portion with a yoga spinal twist, just a simple seated twist. So as we come to the mat, I'll reposition myself so that you can see, so please forgive me if I lose contact with the screen at certain points of this demo. The very first thing we want to do is come into a seated space and notice our lumbar spine. If it's comfortable and you can sit upright, stacking each vertebra one on top of the other without the assistance of a block, please stay here. If there's any flexion in the lumbar spine, then that's a good indication that it's time to go for one of our yoga props. Perhaps that's a block or a bolster of a variety of different sizes. Maybe it's a grouping of more than one prop. But for today's demo, I'm just going to use a yoga block, and I'm going to use it on this setting. As we twist, we're going to be engaging not all of the muscles, but certain components of the spiral line. We're going to engage them to advance the twist muscularly. And as you twist, we're going to be looking to twist right here from the lumbar thoracic junction area. This is one of the more mobile as far as rotational areas of the spine, as the thoracic area has the rib cage that will come with it. The lumbar spine has a more rotational capacity in those vertebrae. So this is where we're looking to engage the twist, and we're going to be using the oblique muscles to do that. So let's come up and get our block and place myself right up on top of it, noticing that when I take my pelvis and bring it into a more neutral place, my natural lumbar curve, my natural thoracic curves are stacked one vertebra on top of the other with ease. Straightening my right leg, I'm going to take the left leg into hip flexion and knee flexion. There's many options for the leg, but we're just going to keep it simply right here for the purpose of engaging the line. My nose is going to stay over my breastbone. I will eventually rotate the cervical spine, but take a nice deep inhalation. And with the exhalation, I'm going to engage the obliques on the left side and rotate the spine, allowing my hands to rest wherever they naturally fall. Please avoid any temptation to use this left arm to do an arm pull and pull yourself further into spinal rotation. We don't want to do an arm pull. We want to do a spinal rotation using the muscles of the spine. So this is where my right hand is, and I've taken it out to manage to keep my shoulder girdle straight without dipping into either side, but staying more level. Now take a nice deep inhalation, and on the exhalation, retract the scapula on the left side. So we're going to engage the rhomboids to bring the shoulder into retraction, to bring that scapulae closer to the spine. Notice how much the twist deepened with that engagement. Now, remembering that the rhomboids and the serratus anterior share an attachment on the medial border of the scapula, we're going to come to the right side of the shoulder girdle. And by engaging the serratus anterior on the right and releasing the rhomboids on the right, we're going to take the scapula and move it anteriorly. We're taking it away. We're going to protract this right shoulder. Okay? Now without dipping forward, but just merely protracting the shoulder. Good. Take another nice deep inhalation. Retract the left shoulder again. Each time I retract that shoulder, the twist deepens. Inhale, and as you exhale, protract the right shoulder. So this is a good place for me to play with my edges. I've engaged the edges. I'm sitting at my barriers, at my full range of motion, intelligently, without creating any pain in my body, but knowing that I found the edge. You know that you can feel that, just like we do with our clients. We feel the edge, and then we engage that barrier, holding on to it for 90 seconds plus. At 90 seconds, we start to really feel those releases. So in a yin yoga, we would hold these shapes for 3 to 5 minutes, which is the same as we would do in myofascial with our clients. Creating those releases, just engaging the barrier, and having patience and waiting. The last segment of our seated twist is with respect to any limitations or possible injuries of the cervical spine. We take a nice deep breath and rotate the head to look back over the left shoulder, finding and intelligently playing with that edge and waiting. To release, on an inhalation, I'm going to bring the cervical spine back to neutral. And at this point, I'd like to give you some of the muscles that are involved in the spiral line. So we start, and today what we're going to do is start at the left occiput with splenius capitis. As we come down, splenius capitis becomes fascially integrated with the rhomboids on the right side. So we're crossing the midline, starting at the left occiput. Splenius capitis comes down, crosses the midline, engages with the right rhomboids, which share an attachment with the right serratus anterior. Serratus anterior and the external obliques fascially become one. We cross over the abdominal fascia to the obliques on the opposite side, back to the left side, and then down the lateral aspect of the left leg. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, untwist the spine, and don't forget to go back and open up the opposite side by rewatching the video and creating a yoga simple seated twist to the right. Please visit my website, inhmassage.com, to get more information on how you can reserve your spot and register for the Yin Myofascial 100-hour intensive immersion program. I look forward to seeing you at the studio, March 28th. Have a great and beautiful day.